So, God bless you and thank you for joining me. We have talked so much about Passover. What I wanted to do in this video is talk about when it really is. And so, you're looking at a calendar of April 2024. As you can see, according to this, it says Tuesday, April 23rd. But remember, for God, the day begins at sundown. So, it's actually the night of sundown on Monday, the 22nd. We've talked about this verse a lot, Exodus 12:2. This month shall mark for you the beginning of months. It shall be for the first month of the year for you. And then it goes on to say in Exodus 12:14, this day shall be a day of remembrance for you. And in verse 15, 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. So I was curious if we know that the Jewish calendar has 29, 30 days, basically 30 days, 29 and a half, how could Passover ever be on a Tuesday? So I went on a little bit of a journey to see if I could figure it out. I am not Jewish, but I want to understand their faith and their calendar as best I can, because that's where Christianity comes from. Jesus was Jewish, but I couldn't figure it out. But I did find some other very, very interesting things, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So we know that the Jewish calendar, that the months correspond to the cycles of the moon and the years correspond to the cycles of the sun. So the month is going to have 29 and a half days. And so we end up being about 11 days short of this 365 solar year. So in the 4th century, there was a rabbi, Hillel II, and he came up with this mathematical system, and they still use it today, and it kind of marries together the lunar and the solar cycles so that, and you've heard me talk about this before, it has these 19-year cycles, and so 7 of which will be leap years that have 13 months instead of 12. And because we just had a leap year, I talked to you about Adar 2. So we know that Passover here is starting the night of April 22nd, 2024. But I learned some other interesting things that I wanted to share with all of you. So Passover can never be on a Thursday, because that would make Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur be on a Sunday. And so for the people of Jewish faith, Saturday is their weekly Sabbath. So they would never be able to prepare for Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur. And because we've talked about the month of Nisan, the 15th of Nisan always has to be a Sunday, a Tuesday, a Thursday, or a Saturday. For us who follow the Gregorian calendar, it's the year 2024. But according to the Israel Science and Technology Directory, it's the year 5784. And the people of Jewish faith, and they've been keeping the calendar, of course, for centuries, and I believe they're much closer to what God says in his word than the Gregorian calendar will ever be. But they've been keeping the calendar since the creation of the world. And so between the 9th and 12th centuries, it says that some rabbinic scholars decided, based upon tradition and biblical interpretation, that creation happened in 3761 before Christ and on October 7th, precisely. So we know that the Jewish calendar, the first month always falls on a new moon, the 15th always falls on a full moon. So I wanted to share all of that with you in my quest to determine how could Passover ever be on a Tuesday, which I did not get to, but I found all of these other wonderfully fascinating things that I wanted to share with all of you. So for them, Passover begins the evening of Monday night, the 22nd, because God always begins the day at sundown. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.